Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Madam Azura. This is our mini project presentation for network management. This project is prepared by Sarah Nur Alisa, Siti Aisyah and myself Nur Atira. This mini project focuses on designing a small scale network using Zabbix, which is a powerful and widely used open source monitoring tool. Our objective is to show how Zabbix can be applied in managing networks by integrating all 5 FCAPS functions. In this project, we applied the FCAPS model, which includes the 5 core functions of network management. The first one is fault management, to detect, isolate, and correct network faults, such as device failure or loss of connectivity. Configuration management, to track and manage changes to network device settings and configurations. Accounting management, to measure and monitor how network resources are used. Performance management, to monitor and optimize the efficiency and throughput of the network. Security management, to protect network resources from unauthorized access. The main objectives of our mini project are to continuously monitor network health and performance to ensure stable operations, to efficiently identify and resolve network issues using real-time alerts and logs, to manage and track device configurations so that any changes are documented, to record usage metrics and keep an eye on security-related events. So why we choose Zabbix? We choose Zabbix because it provides comprehensive support for all FCAPS functions. It is open source and free, which makes it ideal for students and small organizations. It offers strong visualization tools such as dashboards and graphs. It includes alerting and notification features to inform us when something goes wrong, and it is highly scalable and flexible. Right, so these are the steps we followed to install and set up the Zabbix server. We installed VirtualBox and the Zabbix agent. Then we downloaded the Zabbix appliance in open visualization format. We extracted the zip file, imported the file into VirtualBox, started the virtual machine, logged into the appliance using root username and Zabbix password. After login, we open the Zabbix server IP address from the virtual machine screen. Finally, we open the Zabbix web interface in browser using the IP address. So once the agent was installed, we configured the host in Zabbix. So to add Windows host as a group, we went to data collection, host, and click create host group. We fill in the name, for example, Windows host, and save it. So to add laptop as a host, we went to create host and enter the name laptop N6FU66CF, matching the hostname used in the agent. For the interface, we entered the Zabbix server IP address. For group, we selected Windows host. In the templates tab, we selected the template group, template/operating system. Then we link the template Windows by Zabbix agent. To monitor a folder like the downloads folder, we selected the host, click on items and created a new item. We fill in the required details and click update. Next, we monitor Google's website using a web scenario. We created a new host under configuration, host with name websites, interface IP, use a dummy IP. Then under web scenarios, we created one name, website Google with update interval 1 minute, agent Zabbix. And then under steps, we set step name step 1, URL, timeout 15 seconds, required status code 200. So this scenario checks that Google is reachable and responding properly. We also configured Zabbix to monitor ping responses from Google DNS. So we created a new host named ping host Google DNS, interface IP 8.8.8.8, then created a host group named ping devices. New item named ICMP ping to 8.8.8.8. Type simple check, key ICMP ping, type of info numeric unsigned. In monitoring latest data, we verify if the value is 1, it means success, and if the value is 0, it means being failed. During the process, we notice a red ZBX icon, which means the ZBX server was not receiving data from the agent. This issue usually caused by incorrect hostname or server IP, the agent not running, or the network connectivity issues. We fix it by checking the configuration, restarting the agent service, and ensuring the firewall wasn't blocking the connection. Now I'll pass to the next presenter.
My name is Sarana Alisa, and this is the interface of Zabbix. We have added Zabbix into the VMware and used the IP address that provide from the VMware and paste it to the browser. So here the username is admin and the password is root, and then we will log in to the Zabbix. So as we can see here, this is the interface of the Zabbix where we can monitor all the components. So we will go to the monitoring part and then click host. Okay, so as we can see here, I have already created components in the data collection parts at the host part. So as we can see here, there are 4 components, which is the Zabbix server is the default that already has in the Zabbix. So here we can monitor many types of data. So the first, we can watch the latest data, can monitor the latest data. Alright, so as we can see here, there are so many data that can we monitor. So the first one is available memory. Let's watch the graph. Alright, the graph shows about the amount of free or unused RAM in the system over time. As you can see here, we can choose the last 5 minutes, 30 minutes to see the change in the graph. So basically, this graph will help in detecting faults earlier, which is provided in the FCAPS. So if the available memory is constantly low or drops, it may signal a memory leak or runaway application consuming too much RAM. So Zabbix can configure to send alert when memory falls below a certain threshold. Now we will go to the another latest data. So let's watch the checksum. Let's see the history of the checksum. Alright, this is the checksum part, which is in the security management. Checksum is the powerful way to detect tampering or malware data. Okay, let's go to the another part, which is CPU utilization. Let's see the graph. Okay, this is the graph. So as you can see, the last recorded is 6.46%, and the minimum CPU usage is 0.61. The maximum is 7.37. So there is also a trigger to set to alert us if CPU usage go 90%. So this will help for the performance of the network of the server. Okay, let's see another data that we can see, that we can monitor. Alright, let's see the utilization of connector. Alright, this graph has a warning, a yellow, which is there is no graph generated because there are a failure here. Let's monitor another data. So let's see the graph of utilization. So as you can see here, the graph only shows 0, the alerted internal process. Right, so let's see another example of the data that we can monitor. So all of this is the data that we can monitor on the latest data. Okay, let's go to the memory utilization. So let's see the graph that have been generated. So the purpose of the memory utilization is to detect memory leaks or crashes. So this will help to optimize the server performance. So with the scale up, if usage over 90% for 30 minutes, it can affect the performance of the utilization of the memory graph. Okay, now we can monitor the graph of the Zabbix server. There are 20 graphs here. So as we can see, this is the type of graph, which is space utilization chart. So Zabbix will monitor the space partition in the percentage. This is the space usage graph, space utilization chart. So as you can see here, okay, there is 20 graph under the Zabbix server. So here, network traffic will not generate any graph because of there are no network traffic occurs here. Okay, now we will back to host. Okay, let's see the dashboard. There are 4 charts here, which is space utilization chart. So as we can see here, Zabbix is monitor the space partition boot in percentage. So it is normal because there are no alerts, and it is because it is under the threshold and stable. So if it is full, the server will fail and the performance will not gonna be efficient. So here is okay, then we will go to the problems. So there is no problems that happens.
Hi, I'm Sita Shabatul Fazli. In this section, we will explore how Zabbix monitors websites' performance. We have set up a web scenario for Google.com to track critical metrics. Now we go to the latest data. Alright, so here we can see there is some of the name in website Google. Now we proceed go to the graph for our website Google scenario. The spike indicate the load times that we can see in green light is the download speed for scenario, which is the more high value is the more faster for the download speed website Google. Okay. Now let's straight into step 1, Google website. Okay. This isolate the speed for the initial page request. This notice how the trend line help us spot anomalies over time. So here we can see the last is 52.21 kilobytes per second for the download speed for step 1 of scenario website Google. Next, we check the response time for the website Google. Alright, so we click the web number 1. And here's the host that name website Google, and the name of it is website Google 2. So we click here, and we can see the graph of speed and response time, where the graph show how long the server take to reply. If stable low values like this, it means good performance. Sudden jump could signal DNS problem or backend delays. Here we can see the response time is 155 millisecond, and the speed is 48.19 kilobyte per second. Alright, so we click the problems if there is any problem. So here we can see there is no any problem appears in this. Right. So here we test another website link browser in this Zabbix. So here we can see the host name surely website Google, and the host group is websites. So we click another option for additional link browser, which is we select the web, and here we can see the website Google of the name, and the number of step is 1, and the host is website Google. So here we can see the agent is Zabbix. So we select the step 1 for clicking the additional another link browser. We choose Unimap e-learning. So we click here add. Okay, so we name here and copy paste the URL from that Unimap e-learning in this. Right. If everything is okay, just click the add button. Next, we demonstrate how we use Zabbix to monitor network connectivity by ping Google DNS server. We click the latest data, and you can see here the graph. So we click the graph. So here, the value 1 indicates a successful connection. Right? That means the packet reached the IP address 8.8.8 without issues. This is our baseline for healthy connectivity. To double check, we run a manual ping test in command prompt. So here, we click the ping 8.8.8.8. The replies confirm the connection is active, that matchings with Zabbix data. It cross-verifying with external tools that ensures our monitoring is accurate. Now, let's simulate a failure that we replace the Zabbix agent IP address with an incorrect address. Here we click. Here we click the host in ping host Google DNS. So we change here. We replace with the last IP address 88, and we click the update button, and we can see the exchange of graph. From 1, it will be dropped to 0. Let's check our last 5 minutes. It takes some few minutes for the exchange graph. Click again for the latest 5 minutes, and we we can see the graph drop into 0. Okay, it showed that the signal is failed connection. So we double check in command prompt. We see the request timeout will appear. That is the proof of the outage. Right, so to resolve this, we revert to the correct agent IP again. Okay, so we click here the host to change back to the origin agent IP address, and we update here. And we can see the graph. Okay. Alright. After a brief wait, the graph climbs back to 1. It confirmed that restore connectivity again. This shows how Zabbix automates fault detection and recovery tracking. Alright. So we go to the under problems. Okay. Here we click. And we can see that was the resolve alert. It's clicking the trigger. The problem before it was the wrong IP address. So we're clicking the trigger details. It revealed was set to high severity with the expression last value 0. This means Zabbix alert us the moment pings fail. The Zabbix indicator is turned red. There is no data was being collected. So here we can see the error that appears in Zabbix red color, which is it received empty response from Zabbix agent and assuming that agent dropped connection because of access permissions. So here we can see the latest data, right? The data is empty. That means it indicating the Zabbix agent or the laptop that is not communicating with the servers. Like I said before, in the Zabbix red that appears what is the error, right? So even though we click the history in operating system, there is no any report data here. Okay, we click here the graph. It should be have 5 graph appears in here. So just line dot that appears in second graph, Windows CPU usage, that just show up the trigger windows where CPU privilege time is too high, more than 30. Okay, so for the graph in memory utilization, it just show up the trigger windows is high memory utilization is more than 90. So the other just empty graph, right? So now we go to the problems. when we click here, it see a problem that Zabbix agent is not available, and the severity is so average. The status literally problem. We can see a trigger firing due to agent unavailability. The error suggests the server can't reach the laptop Zabbix agent. So this could stem from network issues where firewall blocking ports that default to 10050. Second is agent misconfiguration, that wrong server IP or host name, but it's already did the troubleshoot for this.
As conclusion, our project successfully implemented the 5 core FCAPS functions, which are fault, configuration, accounting, performance, and also security management. By applying these principles, we were able to structure our monitoring system efficiently and ensure better control of network operations. So firstly, we started by deploying Zabbix appliance on a virtual machine. Then we configured the server and added different types of hosts such as Windows laptop and external DNS service to be monitored. Then for monitoring capabilities, our setup allowed us to monitor a wide range of data, including a host resource like folder size on a Windows system, and then the web scenarios, for example, checking the availability of the Google website, and then the last one is the network connectivity by using ICM pipping to public servers like 8.8.8.8. This demonstrates how Zabbix can be used to monitor both internal device and external service availability. And the last one is alerting and troubleshooting. We also implemented triggers to detect network issues such as high CPU usage or ping failures. When issues occurred, for instance when ZBX indicators turned red, we followed the specific troubleshooting steps to identify and solve the problem. So in summary, this project showed how powerful and flexible Zabbix is when it comes to real-time monitoring, problem detection, and network control, which is all aligned with the FCAPS model. Thank you.